So I've got a post here, and I've been seeing these posts everywhere, and I'm gonna call out a couple people, but might just be one. And you guys might know which one I might call out. So we have this post here, right? And tribalism once again, another day for the unemployed. But yeah. So we've got a post right here with Endfield, Genshin, and Wuthering Waves on the Twitch side of the category. And then this person says, Wuwa players, is Twitch blocked for you? Because Twitch has got 851 viewers in the whole category as of this person's screenshot. And then Enfield's got 32,000, Genshin's got 7,000. And they're saying Wuwa players, is Twitch blocked for you? Now, in response to this, it's just like, this is where I'm gonna call somebody out who's done this, and I'm calling out you, Saint Totez, for one, using Twitch as a metric for player count. Like, if you're using Twitch for like a metric of like player count, like it's not very smart. Like, it could show how many people want to watch, but there's certain games that most people would rather play than watch. And the reason why I said Saint Totez specifically, because the amount of videos where he would make talking about like ZZZ, and then he would pull up like the Twitch charts and stuff like that. This is the same situation right here in this post, where this person, has like Wuwa, they have the Twitch things pulled up. They're saying, Wuwa, oh, they're looking down. They're saying Arknights has more viewers than them. Wuwa is, for one, the patch is kind of dry, but two, once again, you can't just use Twitch just for player count numbers. If you want to actually look at player count numbers, actual player count numbers, just look up concurrent players of that game, or just look up the player count, or just how many players and stuff like that. Like, you'll get more accurate descriptions like that. Heck, boot up Steam. Like, use Steam. Like, don't use Twitch as like a metric or anything to try to say, oh, this game is dying and stuff like that, because like there's games out there, like I said, that people would rather play than watch. Like, the game is probably boring to watch but better to play. Like that, and that's why I would say that for like ZZZ and Saint. Like, the only thing that people would mostly want to watch in certain like games is probably like end game or some shit like that. Same thing goes for like Genshin. Like, for example, Battlefield, like, Battlefield 6 or whatever, just when it like came out, had like good amount of players, and then it went down. Battlefield 6 is a game that when it came out, it popped off, and that was another example of a game that when the players were like kind of like falling on the Twitch side, that's a game that people would probably just play. Like there is a lot of games out there that people would rather just play rather than watch. Like, certain games are boring to watch, certain games are fun to watch. Like, certain games have like a lot of things where you can like make a lot of content out of them. Like, for example, Minecraft. Like, that's an excellent game to watch. Minecraft, Roblox, like those games, like, bro, people will watch those. And it's like you can make a lot of content out of those. Whereas something like, some of these gacha games, or just some of these other games, or FPS games, it's just like some of the stuff like that is things that people would rather just like play rather than, sit here and watch people do. And I've said it multiple times. Some games are boring to watch but funner to play. And that's just basically what I wanted to get at. Like, all these like people are always trying to throw out like the Twitch this and that, and oh, the viewers are low with the Twitch, oh, game is dying, oh, game is dead. It's like, no, it's not, bro. Like, just literally look up the player count of that game, concurrent players of that game, and or just boot up Steam, because like that's where you will get your numbers from. Like, thinking that low Twitch views on a game meaning the game is losing players, game is dying, game's gonna EOS, that's just low IQ behavior. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Once again though, I don't know if he this is this person is just, you know, someone who plays Arknights and is just hating on Wua because Wua is hating on Endfield, or if this is a player that's a Genshin player, or it could be both. I don't know. I've heard that Endfield and Genshin have been going at Wua because Wua, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I once again, guys, before you try to call me a shill, I play all of these games. Like, I literally play all these games. Wua and ZZZ are my two favorite gachas. I've been playing a lot of Endfield recently, and there's a lot of Doom posting and stuff. And I personally have been really enjoying Endfield, despite like all the Doom posting. Yeah, I had a bad launch with like the PayPal and stuff. There's reviews, like some negative reviews. Some people don't like the gacha. Like, I will say one thing in Endfield is that game with like the beginning characters and stuff, and like, you know, the 4 stars, there's literally a character called Fluorite that people are literally gooning over like the 5 stars. Or 6 stars, I should say. They're using and gooning over that character more than like some of the other characters in the cast. And there's just like a lot of characters in that game that you literally can play and have fun with. And what I've noticed from playing that game is it really makes you feel like you really don't want to, like, it feels like you don't have to pull for some of these units because how good the starter units are, or just how good like most of the units in the game are. Like I said, people are using Fluorite, a 4 star. We go to 5 to 6 stars, so she's basically like a 3-star unit. I guess all I'm gonna say, you could talk about like the gacha system and stuff like that. What I've noticed, most of the people that don't like Endfield, they don't like the factory game mode. And it's like, that's like one of the core things. It's like, if you don't like that, yeah, that's gonna drive a lot of players away. Some people think it's too complex, and I guess the pull income is, for what it's looking like, a little bit low, but I think you still will be able to get 120. But yeah, once again, like, there was literally like a comment here that, you know, I've seen in like the app store. Clunkier Wua with party mechanics. And it's just like, when I see stuff like that, that was like one of the negative reviews in like the app store. It's like, when I see stuff like that, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, Wua players, like, I'm not trying to directly target them, because like I said, I'm going back and forth. I was talking about like our Arknights is talking about Wua, but like, one thing that's had me going at Wua players is because I'm pretty sure you guys are well aware, if you say anything bad about the game, they will literally get on your ass, bro. Like, no diddy. They will get on your ass if you just say something slightly bad about the game. Like, they treat the game like it's the holy grail. And I'm not gonna lie, the Wua players legit are turning into the newest Genshin players. They might not want to hear that, but that's what they're kind of turning into. They're turning into the newest Genshin players. Some of them actually came from Genshin and converted to Wua. You know, Wua, it's just like, I don't know. And I say that a lot. It's because like just, you've seen that one comment. The amount of stuff is like, calling Arknights Endfield a clunkier Wua, that just makes absolutely no sense. The game does not play, feel, or look like Wua. And it's got a different style of combat. If you don't like that combat, just go back to Wua. And not only that, there's a factory system. There's setting up technology. Like, there's a bunch of stuff. Like, calling it a clunkier Wua is just literally... I don't even know what people want at this point. It's like, maybe they're looking for the next Wua killer, just like how people back then were complaining in Gacha, wanting the next Genshin killer, wanting the next game to be the Genshin killer. Like, are these people wanting the Wua? Are these people wanting these new games to be the Wua killer? Is that what we're looking for? Because like, the amount of comparisons and stuff like that I've seen come from the Wua community, it's just, it's beyond me, man. They will get on your ass with or without. No, it's just, what the fuck? So they will get on your ass with or without baby oil. not turning into. They are. True. Went on a little bit of rant there, but that's basically just most of what I wanted to say. You know, the tribalism once again strikes. Another day for the unemployed. Everybody out here comparing viewers now. For one, I did forget to mention with the 32,000 the Arknights Endfield had on that one post. Not only did it have 32,000, for one, yeah, the game is new, and two, you know, there's drops, so there's gonna be that. But all this like doom posting and like the people coming at like Endfield, coming at Wua, coming at freaking Zenless and stuff like that, everybody going back and forth is just like, come on, bro. In all honesty, though, for what it almost seems like Genshin and Arknights are both tag teaming Wua, because Wua has been going in at Arknights, especially most of like the Wua players. Like the amount of comparisons, like I said, it's just like. But yeah, that's basically probably gonna be it. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and that'll be it.
I want a Jack and Jill bathroom for all my jits who ain't have no pot to piss. I don't ever get imposter syndrome. Stay by the alley, I'm Ross Lynch. Pickpocketer, you wallet watch. She pop playing bees like Jocelyn. I'm looking around for commas, bitch, and you look around for compliments. I got speed matters on my feet, we used to share the shugu. Jit be milking his dog in a can, you don't even give him a yoo-hoo. Hey, I ain't finna bite my tongue, you can't fit in these damn Osiris. Like a wrecking ball, two sister chains swing, don't know what's